Hi everyone, welcome back again. Today we're going to get the inverter stuff done for these solar panels. Let's say the other week, put all them solar panels up here. So now there's 20 solar panels up all together in two series. So we've gone across like, got 10 at the top, 10 at the bottom, which we'll be doing separate into the inverter. So the inverter will be going in today. Won't be all connected up properly, but then we'll go through it all and work it out what's going in and what's coming in and going out and stuff like that, going back to the main grid. There's a lot to do. They're saying don't follow my way of doing it. I'm a DIY this myself, so I've never done it in my life before. Just watch a lot of YouTube, read up about it, all sorts, been on loads and loads of different things on the websites and looked at everything I really like, so how to do it. So I'm a DIY at this, I've never done it before. I'm not professional, so don't follow my way of doing it. You can watch the videos, do what you want there, go from there. There's a lot of things you can copy, obviously I've done, but connecting to the electric, the main box and stuff, make sure you get a professional electrician to do it for you and stuff like that, so don't go my way of doing it. I'm Pipe registered, so I know what I'm doing with electrics and stuff that side, but I will get someone out and come and check it all, to do things, everything all proper later on in daylight. So I won't be connecting out in today. All I'll be doing really, getting the inverter and stuff hung on the wall, getting the wires to it for the solar panels, working out the wires where they're coming through, getting new fuse box, getting new switches, there's all sorts of bits that I'm doing really. But saying, don't follow me, what I'm doing, I'm a DIY at this, I'm not a professional at this, I'm learning myself, going along it and doing everything there really, so, and there we go really. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn you around and I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do today. In here first, all sorts, go from there really. Right, I'll catch you soon. So there's the 20 solar panels I've put up and on the top. Obviously 10 of them in one series, 10 of them in another series, separate on there, so it's 2.4 in each one, 2.4 in the bottom row, 2.4 in the top row, kilowatts, 2,400 watts. I am going to put some more, because it's a 5.5 kilowatt inverter, so I'm going to put some more eventually over this side here somewhere. I'll work it out, make a framework and put them on there, so I can make it like 5.5 kilowatts altogether, because we will not get full sun. This one's up now, over here, it's shining on, it's south face, which is perfect. It leaves a bit when it goes down the house in the winter, but in the summertime this will be perfect like. So we don't need as much electric through the summer, obviously all the pumps and stuff like that, but the heaters and that we're using for the winter. So storage on batteries and that, I've got all sorts going in really. Anyway, so on about the series on there, because you can run them parallel as well. They have wires coming, each one going there into a single wire coming back to it on that way, but I don't want it in parallel series. I want it in series like interlinking together, shall I say. All in there, you get more power through it. If you lose 25% off one, if you want the other way around, all going there, you lose 20% off the lot. But running all in continuously, going through, you don't lose that power and lose it off one solar panel, not lose it off all of them. So it makes sense and use it in there. So I'm going to go through. Obviously I've got to do the wire from there, connect them two wires coming down there as well. So I'm going to put them in this side here, in this shed. Going to be going on here. I'm going to put the inverter there. Batteries and all sorts, what are going to go onto there. But today we're going to basically get the inverter on the wall. Well, first of all, get all these struts across here, get them all fixed. Give all this crap on there, have a big tidy out today. Get some crap which is everywhere in the garden, which needs doing. Make some struts across, strengthen bars, but I'll also make like another roof over top of that on there. Yeah, IP68, so they are waterproof, I'm saying. The switches and everything IP68 as well. The box and everything I'll work out, might put that in the shed somewhere. I'm not 100% where I'm going to do it yet, but it's plenty to do. I'll go and get this all sorted anyway, get this crap out of here, put some supports in, work out the inverters, and we'll go from there. These are the two inverters we've got. This one's supposed to be the 3.5 kilowatt one. I've read about it. It's a 5 kilowatt one, that is. I'm not 100%, but I will go through after what I'm doing. This is the brand new one. It's supposed to be 5.5 kilowatt. That's a 5 kilowatt to me on the side of that. So I've got to go through it all. Because I bought these second hand, don't forget. I forgot, and it's supposed to be all working, but we'll see exactly when we get them up on the wall and get them all connected up and get them all running really. There's all sorts of what I do really today. We've got 6 volt batteries on those, so it works out 48 volt altogether. 6, 12, 18, 24, 48 volt, which is the connection all for it. We'll go for these again today. These ones, what I'm putting in, it's in this inverter. It's from the other system, the other 3.5 kilowatt side of the solar panels I've got, which is 240 volts. I'm not sure how many's left, I think there's 14 left. But I probably will get some more because I want to use a few more on this side as well. So it's plenty to go out really. So what I'll do, I'll get these out of the van, work it all out, go through you exactly what they are, what they entail and all sorts really. So let's get them out of the van and have a look. So here's the inverters that I got. The so far Solaire. So there's two of those. So he said one was 5.5 kilowatt, and that was 3.5 kilowatt. What I got there, that's 5 kilowatt. That's 5 kilowatt. As you can see, the same model number on that one as the old one there, which is definitely not a 3 kilowatt. That one, 3.5 kilowatt. I'm saying that's the inverter we're doing. That's what's going in. So this is a brand new one. This one. On there, but it has got these pieces missing, which we've got to get from somewhere. So that one's got one on. That's got that missing off there. So they were cheap enough. I bought them second hand, everything second hand. So it's all supposed to be working, but we'll see when we get it all connected up. So we don't know. So hopefully it's all working. So we paid a bit of money for it, so I want it done looking right. Doing the job, Shay, doing it all right. So what I'm going to do now is the bracket for it. So this one, that's the bracket we're using. Hooks on. Onto that. Right, I'll go and show these batteries what I've got as well. There's the 8 batteries we've got. So there are 6 volt each. So it works 48 volt, which the system is. If anyone's got OCD, I don't know now, because obviously I've got a different sticker on that one compared to the rest. Don't know why. It's exactly the same one. Same numbers all on it, if you look. For some reason, it's got a different sticker on it, so it must be a newer version one as they're making them coming through the factory. But don't bother me. It's alright there. So we've got all the connections for it as well, which we've got to go in. So there's a lot of research we've got to do in these batteries yet. Obviously he's got the inverter connected first, get that done to the grid and all sorts, so these will be an after one, but I'll still get them all connected in there. Plenty to do, so right, I'll get back to you and done some more. As you can see, all the crap's gone now. I'll go from there. I'll put some braces on here now. So some 3x2s, which are bits and bobs that I found in the garden in my shed and that, using up all the bits and bobs. So there's a brace there and a brace there. That's where the batteries will go as well. It's putting 4 batteries at the bottom, 4 batteries at the top. Inverter comes down about here, about there, should I say. And got all that space there, free for the switches, for the isolators, for the solar panels, fuse board, and all sorts of bits of that in there. So there's plenty of space for all that, so that'll fit there nicely. The batteries, I was trying to work out, a row of 4 are coming to about here. I'm not really forced if it overcomes a little bit. You still get through there, still walk through. But a row of 4 come to about here. The same about an inch over the door, which I don't mind. Still plenty of space come through. And there we go. So I was going to get this board cut, get a board on there. I'll mark these first. Put this and this over there, and put the brackets. Same again with the board and everything's going for the batteries at the bottom. And there we go. Let's get this board done and get back to you. Just done all that now, put the backboard on. That's all on. Cross members across here for the bracket to go on, so the inverter can hook over it. Nice and solid. And we're going nowhere. So there's a space here as well, because the batteries are going to sit here, and the inverter's about here, so we've got a good space there for the switches, solar panel switches and stuff like I was saying earlier. We've got the shelving. Nice strong support there for the batteries. So we've got 4 batteries along the bottom here, 4 batteries along the top bit. Comes to about here somewhere. Nice solid, not going nowhere. So it's got the cross members at the back. Piece down there. Nice leg there. And that is absolutely solid. So it does come over the doorway a little bit, but I'm not fussed at that. So she's got the door and stuff there, so we're not going to knock that anywhere. It's good to go. And that's it really. That section's done. All there. Give it a coat of paint. Get the inverter hooked on. Then get the batteries in. Then we can hopefully start getting the solar panels, all the PVs and that all to it. Put the switch on the wall, and we go from there. Just give it a good coat of paint. Just missed a bit at the bottom, got to do that little bit. Get on with that. I'm just going to let that dry. Get the brackets and stuff on. Get all them fixed on. Get the inverter on. Get the batteries in. Into there and start connecting up. So that's all ready now. Nice fresh coat of paint all the way around. Just let it dry off. And then we can get cracked on with it all. Just going to finish a little bit off at the bottom now, across here. And then we're done. Give it all a good painting last night. Let it all gone off this morning. Nice and dry now. So I put the bracket on this morning. That's all on now. That's ready to put the inverter on. It's all nice and hung. Obviously, I've got the cross members here, cross member here. I've marked it, and that's where I've screwed it. So it's nice and solid. Not going nowhere now. The inverter will sit about here. It's not right to the roof, because I'll put something across here, stop any condensation, anything dripping onto it. They are IP68, but I'd rather have something, I don't want any water getting onto it if I can help it. So that's on there, that's ready to go on, inverter to go on. So I did the battery tray as well, made a framework for that. So it's a nice solid frame, made out of 3x2. All scrap pieces again, what I've got left, I've got loads of scrap wood, so I thought I might as well use it all up in places where I can. There's a 4 battery at the bottom. The other 4 batteries will sit on the top here. But I'm not going to do it just yet, the battery's on top, so I'll work out, I'm going to do the wiring on here. On that really, so it's going to get this inverter now, hook it over, and get it ready, and I'll go through what I'm going to do with it a little bit more. There's my inverter now, on the wall. It is a sulfate solar. So it's a 5 kilowatt inverter. It says it's 5.5 kilowatt, but it's definitely a 5 kilowatt. On the side of it, it takes up to 5.5 kilowatt, that does. So put it up now, on there, plenty of space, the gap. Obviously you need to put something across here, stop the condensation dripping down onto electrics or anything, which is IP68 like I keep saying. So it is waterproof, but I'm just making sure across the top there, put it across it here. Keep any condensation, anything dripping onto it. I'll just go straight outside with the gap there. It's got plenty of airspace at the side on there, so plenty of air coming through. So then again, air blow through and keep it all cool and everything. If it does get too hot in here, obviously I'll have a fan what kicks in somewhere. I'll hang it somewhere over here when this is all done. I'll put a fan there and shoot straight across and keep this cool in the summertime. Obviously it's free electric, because the sun will be out more, I'm getting more electric, so it makes sense. Put a fan on that side there, blow straight across, keep it cool when it starts overheating, which it shouldn't overheat with a nice big fan. Just put the batteries on there as well, so I can work out where exactly I'm going to go. So I've got 2 switches as well. These are for the solar panels, as you can see. That's from your solar panel. Straight to the switch, and you follow off, and that goes to the inverter on there. So I'm thinking of putting these up here, out of the way, on there. There's one there on an angle, and the other one down here on an angle there. So they're out of the way. I've still got all this space here to put the boards and whatever I'm putting on that wall there to do it all. So I'm happy with that now. Plenty of space there. Start screwing these all on the wall, and work out. I'm going to connect them all, get on that roof. Get the rest of the cable coming down in this corner here. Will come up and over, down and up, shall I say. Come down, connect them into the solar panel, straight into there, into the switches, shall I say. Coming down from the solar, straight in there, underneath, onto these here. I'm just putting the 2 isolation switches on as well for the solar panels, the DC solar panels. So what I do as well, I check every single nut and everything before I put the top on. So that's the inside of it. So it's all put together. Just make sure I go around, check them out. So there's a bit of movement on there. Make sure they're nice and tight. Don't want no arcing. Other than that, going to take shape. Right, it's got a good curl underneath here as well now. So I've got 2 15mm cables, one there and one here. It's got to get underneath there, connect that one up. So it's got a male end on. So has this one got a male end on. For this side we'll have a female on this side. This is the short section. So these are the 2 long ones now. So for the top row, and that one's for the bottom row. So get underneath there, connect them up at the far end, come back out, cut it downstairs, and get these ones cut to size, and connect these ones up. Just done a bit of crawling, come underneath. Just connected this one up, this is the top section. Here's the bottom one. All you've got to do, push it in, connect it up till it clicks, and there we go. That's one side connected up. Well, one side of each one connected up, the top one and the bottom one. So I've got to come back as well, clip all these up. So the water shouldn't get in these, but I'm going to make sure clip it up, put it all the way along there as well. It's out of the way. Right, and get yourself back out of here, get up there and get out. Right, I've got it coming down now from the solar panels. So I've crimped the ends on. they're all done now. Connect into there. Same again. Connect into this one. I've just disconnected this one here to show you something. Because I bought these. As they come like that. Positive, positive, negative, negative, and the polarity is wrong. Tried it all, it's reversing the polarity. So there's the one, this is how they come. But the ones that I ordered, I'll show you in the picture now. So that's how they're supposed to come. So what I've done, I've turned them round here, turn these two sections round on this one, checked it all, and the polarity is the right way around now. No idea why they've sent it like that, not a clue. But it's the wrong way around. This all works, switches off. Same again, needs to switch off now. I'm going to turn this one round, get this one working right as well. Switch these two bottom connections round. As you can see now, so this is the one that how it come. So it's minus 210 volts. So it's going a lot dull outside. Earlier on it was about 350 on that one. No idea why it come this way round. So the polarity is wrong. So you got this one at the top. I've changed over. All done. Get it in. As you can see, 215 volts, 200 whatever else is there. There's no minus on this one, so that's the proper way of doing it. Just change that around, change these two switches around. As you see again, that's reading minus, and that's the way it come. It's a bit strange. So we'll turn this off. That's off now, and there's no voltage there at all. So it's doing the job. Switches, all done. Happy with that. Strange one why it is, but I don't know. A weird one. Strange one. So it's the right way around now. That's how it's going to be. So switch this one around. Connect it all up. Once you turn it off, disconnect these. Make sure they don't get electrocuted. And there we go. Strange one. Next morning now. So just plugged two of the wires in here. I'm going to switch this switch on now. Switch that one off. Switch that one on. Switch this one on. So we should get a bit of power in a second, just off the solar panels itself. So it's pulling just over 300 volts. So they should start coming on any second now. Am I right or not? There we go. It's going to come through fault though. So I tried it before. Right on there, it's fault straight away. It comes up with fault. There you go. PV1 off. Obviously, it's not working right. Nothing's connected up properly yet. There's loads of connections all to do. All through here, from the batteries and everything yet. So there's still a bit to do to it. I'm saying that's the farthest I'm going to get to up to now. But other than that, we're looking good. Pressure trays all built up. That's all in. That's all they get connected. I'm well happy with that now at that stage. That's the farthest we've got on this one now. Inverter's up. That's where they'll all be connected up. The switches are in. No idea why the switch is the other way around, the polarity. I'm still reading up about it now as we speak, so don't go what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm doing it and just make sure everything's working right, testing everything as I go along before connecting everything up and making sure it's right, really. So don't always copy me. You can watch my videos, do what you want, but this is the way I'm doing it now, making sure everything. I'm watching loads of videos of that myself, going through everything, reading about it. It's all sorts, really. So I've no idea why them switches are that way around. So I'm still looking into it all now. But saying it is working, it's coming through. It's come from fault, but there's nothing connected properly yet. We've got all sorts to connect underneath here, loads of bits and bobs. So that's it really for this one. So I do appreciate it, and don't always copy me what I'm doing, but that's the way I'm doing it. I'm learning as I go along. I'm a DIY at this, but if you don't try, we'll never know. But keep watching videos and stuff like that, really. So if you don't mind subscribing to us, thumbs up, and I do appreciate it, and hopefully see you on the next one.